One of the biggest challenges with AI image generation today isn't creating beautiful character, it's creating the same character over and over again. So, if you ever use tools like Midjourney, Flux, Stable Diffusion, or even ChatGPT for image generation, you probably experienced this yourself. You generated incredible looking character and you're excited because it's exactly what you imagined, and then you try placing that same person in another environment, maybe with different clothing or different camera angle, and suddenly the AI creates someone completely different. For anyone creating YouTube thumbnails, advertisements, short films, social media content, or even building virtual influencers, that's definitely a huge problem. Today we're going to see if the ArtFire AI actually solves that issue. So instead of just showing you the homepage, I want to create entire workflow from start to finish. We'll build a character, generate multiple images, animate that character into videos, and see whether the consistency really holds up throughout the entire creative process. So guys, let's get started. The first thing we're looking at is Character Studio, and honestly, this is the feature that immediately caught my attention. So instead of generating random people every single time, ArtFire lets you create what is essentially your own digital actor. You create a profile, upload reference images, organize outfits, save poses, and build a reusable character that can appear across all your future projects. So for this video, I'm going to use this character named Owen. You can already see several reference photos attached to this profile. We have a close-up portraits, full body shots, different poses, and different camera angles. This is really important because these reference images teach the AI exactly who this character is, so rather than guessing every time, this model has a visual identity to work from. The more reference images you add, the more reliable the future generation become, and that's especially valuable if you're creating a long-term content where the audience needs to recognize the same person across multiple videos. Now that the character is ready, let's move over to Image Studio and see how well this actually works. For the first test, I want to keep things fairly simple. I'll write a prompt asking ArtFire to generate Owen working inside a futuristic office, and we'll keep the quality settings high and let the AI generate this image. Now you can click generate, and after just a couple of seconds, here is the results. The first thing I notice is that the face looks almost identical to the reference images, the hairstyle is preserved and facial proportion are consistent, and even the overall expression feels like the same person. Now, let's make things more challenging. Instead of keeping him in the office, let's completely change environment. This time, I'll place him in downtown Tokyo during a rainy night with a bright neon lights reflecting across the street. And normally, this is where many AI generators begin to struggle because dramatic lighting often changes facial features. Now, let's see what ArtFire does. After generating the image, I'm honestly impressed. Even though the environment changed completely, Owen still looks like Owen, and the lighting, clothing, and atmosphere are different, but identity remains recognizable. Now let's finish the image section with something more lifestyle focused. I'll generate a luxury apartment overlooking the city during sunrise while Owen drinks a cup of coffee near the window. This is the type of content you often see in high-end advertisement of a lifestyle campaign. And if you click generate, you will be impressed by results. Now let's move into what I think is the most exciting part of this platform. It's video generation. So instead of generating static images, let's bring our character to life. I'll switch over to Video Studio and open text to video section. The interface is very straightforward and all we need to do is describe the scene. So for the first animation, I'll write confident young entrepreneur walks toward the camera inside the futuristic office. As you can see, the image comes out looking polished, realistic, and most importantly, it still feels like the same person we've been using throughout the entire video. At this point, it's becoming clear that Character Studio is doing exactly what it was designed to do. But consistency isn't only about changing location, it's also about changing style. So let's see how wardrobe affects the character. Inside Character Studio, ArtFire allows you to create different outfits while keeping the same identity. And we can give Owen a business suit, casual everyday clothing, gym appeared, streetwear, luxury fashion, or even formal evening attire. And while that processing, it's still worth mentioning something I like about ArtFire. Everything stays inside the same ecosystem, and I'm not exploring character between different AI tools. I'm not uploading reference photo over and over again. Everything we created remains connected to our profile, which makes the workflow much smoother. And now, when it is finished, animation looks surprisingly natural, and most importantly, it still resembles the character we've been using from the beginning. So guys, if you want to learn more and explore this platform yourself, all important links will be provided down below, so make sure to check them out. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.